Okay, so girls, you've just finished your second performance at the Edinburgh Fringe. How do you think it went?
Really well, yeah.
Yeah, really good.
So far.
Yeah.
Good. Can you tell us a bit about your experience of the Fringe so far?
Hectic.
Yeah. Very tiring.
Yeah.
Lots of leafleting.
Also talking to other people that we don't know. That was a big thing for me. I was like, well, the people that I don't know. Yeah, no, it was good though. The leafleting was good.
And you said you've been finding people who are doing other shows and kind of
Yeah.
swapping.
Yeah, swapping, yeah.
That's
on,
really cool.
like on the talking to people we don't know things, I think it's just sort of part of it. You're automatically friends with people that do other shows without realising it.
We
Like,
got saluted today.
yeah,
by
we
someone
got
who was
saluted
flyering.
today by someone who was flyering us. They tried to give us a flyer and we were just like, oh, we're doing it too. And she was like, solidarity.
There's a bit of mutual respect going on between everyone because everyone's out in the pouring rain.
Everyone's in the pouring rain, getting told, it's alright, don't want to fly us. You're like,
Yeah.
thanks.
One person today looked at the flyer, like stopped, looked at the picture and was like, oh no, sorry. So, that was a nice experience.
In regards to the show itself, can you tell me a bit about it? What's it about?
Well, it's 3 strangers.
Set in the basement.
Yes, it's set in the basement of like a big sort of skyscraper office building in, we said London, we decided, didn't we?
Yeah.
And the lift goes wrong and it goes right down to the basement and they're just stuck there for 20 minutes. They don't know each other. They don't really, well, you know a bit about her because she used to be famous. And you just sort of find out about these 3 characters through them finding out about each other.
Yeah, they're all such like contrasting characters. It's watching them trying to find a way to get out while also just trying to make really awkward small talk.
Also
awkward. There's a lot of lovely drama. Takes a lot of dark turns.
It does.
There's some humour here and there that's very much needed.
It's just got like underlying tone of like the oppression of women.
Central
exploitation.
Yeah.
It touches a lot on sort of different types of discrimination and different types of harassment that a woman might experience in the media industry. But it's not
One path.
exactly. It's very like
how different
three-dimensional.
people react to it. So sort of like how Alice, when she was, well, Martine, when she was sort of sexually exploited, she went and she started doing cocaine and she started drinking a lot, and that was her like coping mechanism. Whereas my character just went insane, and
My character just doesn't have a clue what's going on.
It's just all 3 characters are just kind of different paths. I mean, your path is up for interpretation.
yeah,
Questionable.
It's just different paths that have been taken in the industry.
Yeah.
And in acting and singing.
how much it like hits on your confidence, especially with your character. You see how much it can
Yeah.
hit because you sort of like, even though you knew it was a pornographic movie. No, you didn't. But like when I told you, you were still going to phone reception for like
Yeah, like
so it's like she sort of
you take what you can get. It's all about how the chances, because so many people want to go into something like this, like even if you get put through absolute like terrible situations, you just put up with it, and it's about how people shouldn't have to deal with it. And I think it's all about impacting the audience to make them realise what people go through and make them realise that people shouldn't have to go through that and raise awareness really for what's going on, because I don't think people know what's going on behind the scenes a lot of the time.
And obviously now your A-levels are finished, you're in year 13s. So the idea of the whole Edinburgh Fringe project for Merchant Taylors was very much to give you girls the opportunity to have a final hurrah. So what are you looking forward to doing other than performing at the Fringe?
Going and seeing other shows.
Meeting new people, exploring a new city.
We're going to Edinburgh Castle, I think, in a couple of days. I think that should be nice.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of people walking around with their ponchos on that say Edinburgh Castle on them.
Yeah, it's a weird glimpse into uni life because you just see all these students stuck in the rain. And also we know quite a few people who are going to Edinburgh for uni, so thinking they're going to be living here is quite...
walking around going, oh my gosh, these people are going to walk these streets.
Yeah.
But I think like spending time with each other is like the last time that we'll be really doing something like this. And because we've all grown up in this sort of thing, it is like a last hurrah, but now it's changed from like a school show to us like going somewhere, putting it on, like taking care of ourselves, making sure that we've sorted everything, like it's all up to us, and it feels very much like a transition from school life to uni life of being more independent.
Yeah, building on that, even just talking about like the concept of the show, it's not really the sort of thing that we've got to do in school because it is such a heavy topic, and I do think you do need to be a little bit more mature to be able to really understand what's going on. So I think
sort of we can obviously we chose the characterization for our characters before, but how we really have control individually over. So there's like Lucy was obviously directing it, but you were directing sort of how the audience wanted to reciprocate it rather than how we saw the characters, and so much of it was in our hands that it sort of made it seem like more of our hearts and more of our work went into it, like more sort of we were more like invested in it a little bit more.
It was nice to be able to think about what our characters would do rather than be told your character's thinking this at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
And final question, if you could give one piece of advice to the current Year 12s going into Year 13, who will be given the option of doing the Fringe project next year, what would be one piece of advice you would give them?
Do it. Like it's such a rare opportunity that you get to do Fringe, especially like at our age. Like it's
the transition from school shows to Fringe was so important, especially if you want to carry on acting in
drama,
university, or if you want to do anything like that. Like I think it's such a nice way to sort of round it all together and tie it off, because we've kind of gone through school, we've done it all on the set, and now it's like we're doing this by ourselves.
Okay. Thank you, girls, and best of luck with the last two performances.
Thank you.